It's the Go Home Smackdown show for WWE Money in the Bank, and I'm betting everybody in attendance tonight had wished they'd stayed home. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. That's not necessarily true. You look at the fans that attend wrestling today, and like Conan previously said in our earlier video, they are all nerds, they do all suck, they love this current style of wrestling. All the shit that we complain about, these guys love it, they want more.
Yep, can't dispute that, and we want no more. So let's talk about it.
So, yeah, but, I mean, we always...
Snout on that. I'm not talking about the game, I'm talking about the dog.
I got a nose, and 14 titles.
My nose goes across all 52 states there.
I can't book for shit, and I need to give the reins back to Finny Mac. Anyway, let's talk about what happened tonight. I'd rather not talk about it, guys, but this is a channel, believe it or not, dedicated to wrestling. And, yeah.
Triple H got what he wanted. Vince pulled these matches a week ago, so he put them back on this show.
How lame is it? Everyone bitching 2 weeks ago or last week about, oh, McMahon's changed all Triple H's matches, and then McMahon, or Triple H, whoever, has put the matches onto tonight's show instead, and it's like, after watching tonight's show, did we miss something? I mean, like, everyone's crying about last week. Oh, McMahon took these 2 matches away. Well, you know what? We've seen these 2 matches, and fuck, we didn't need to see them. If anything, I think McMahon made the right choice last week.
Triple H is a grown man. Why are we, like, making it, like, I get it, McMahon, you know, he is the man. But, like, is Triple H fucking afraid of him? That's one of the reasons I said why he sucks. He's afraid of Vince, and Vince is like 80.
Well, I still think McMahon would beat Triple H in a fight. No, I do.
Is that because Triple H took the C19?
Oh, no, it's like, see Triple H, let's be honest, he's not the guy I thought he was. See the guy that pulled that fan off Austin and beat the shit out of him? That Triple H, I think, would kill McMahon. But see now...
McMahon was pretty big then.
I reckon if a fan jumped the barricade now, Triple H would fucking hide behind Rhea Ripley or something.
Seth Rollins.
Anyway, let's talk about this show.
He's turned him and Shawn Michaels into the marks.
What is that? Shawn Michaels and... Who is it that said Shawn Michaels? Oh, Christ, who is it? Someone in TNA or something. They said that Shawn Michaels and Triple H were backstage and watching Pete Dunne, and they were, like, freaking out. They were, like, they were marking out over Pete Dunne's selling, and I'm thinking, hold on. Shawn Michaels, greatest performer of all time, best seller of all time, and you're marking it over fucking Butch?
A thumb muncher.
Seriously? Fuck this shit.
Anyway, honestly, like, they've turned into marks. Grown fucking men.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I mean, Conan might have said that the nerds are in the ring, but they're not just in the ring. They're backstage, they're in the arena, they're watching at home, they're fucking everywhere. But, yeah...
The only thing keeping Shawn Michaels right was all the drugs.
As soon as the drugs wore off, he started going downhill.
Exactly.
Anyway, right, let's get into this, or else we'll be needing drugs to get through this review. We are in the O2 Arena in London, England. Michael Cole welcomes us to SmackDown.
Such a beautiful city, London.
Shithole. Now, Michael Cole, he was all over the place tonight, and so are we, because it is like, 3 AM or whatever. But he was, like, referring to Night of Champions as being on last night. And then he referred to last week's SmackDown being on his last night. And it's like, he kept referring to shows that were not on last night as being on last night. Like, Night of Champions was fucking weeks ago.
I was going to say because it's taped, but it doesn't really change.
It wasn't taped. It was live.
Was it?
I think so. Was it not?
I don't know. It must have been, aye.
Pretty sure it was.
It was live here.
But it was taped in America. Aye. How the tables...
And we still watched it, fucking...
We still watched it on the American time. Fucking losers we are.
No, the real losers is everybody watching this.
Yeah, there is no winners in 2023 wrestling. I like how we're 4 minutes in.
Right, anyway. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against...
Pretty Deadly, also known as Pretty Damn Gay. Now, they came out with their new attire, and it was... I mean, I'll put them over. I give them a wee bit of credit. Their attire, like, at the top, the sleeves... It looked like it was the design of the WWE titles, and I don't know why I'm praising this, because the WWE titles look fucking awful. 2 blue belts and 2 red belts, but their attire had like 1 blue sleeve and then 1 red sleeve, and I guess that meant they were going to win the belts tonight, but they didn't.
We just know they're not going to lose here. I hate matches like this.
And, like, they're from England, and one of them's even from London, and they just didn't get a pop. And is it because the crowd don't know who they are? Or is it because they're against Sammy and Kevin Owens?
No, but same way the title runs back in the day, I feel like, no matter who it was, even Triple H, right, or Cena, or JBL, I always felt...
Titles in jeopardy?
I always felt they could lose it.
See, now, I mean, I couldn't tell you the last title match I actually felt someone was going to lose that was...
of semi-importance. Exactly. Saying 0 win, pretty deadly. They've been pretty jobbed out.
They've been pretty jobbed out, and like, back in the day, I just couldn't imagine like the hometown heroes getting booed. Normally, the hometown hero, even if they suck, they get cheered. But nah, pretty deadly. Got booed, so
homophobic.
They got booed. Yeah, well, that could be it. They got booed, then they got beat. So
maybe a large certain religious group in the crowd.
Not good for them. We did see Kevin Owens holding his ankle after the match. Whether he got hurt or not, or whether he was just selling, I don't know. But
he's bound to get hurt carrying that amount of weight.
Yeah, he actually did legitimately look hurt because today's wrestlers don't fucking sell. Yeah. So see the fact that he was actually laying down and not getting up and holding his ankle, that makes me believe that he was actually hurt, because there's no such thing as selling now.
Exactly.
Like, see, back in the day, like, someone could have legit, you thought, oh, they've got a serious injury, but in reality, they were just selling. Like, nowadays, nobody sells, so I think that Kevin Owens was hurt. That's my opinion.
Well, my eyes were hurting. What's up next? Hit me.
But yeah, Owens got the stunner. Sammy hit the haluva kick, 1, 2, 3. Pretty deadly. Are out of here. Then we see highlights for Sheamus and Solo Sikoa last week. Megan Morant is backstage with Adam Pearce. The Brawling Brutes interrupt. Sheamus is looking for Solo Sikoa.
This is awful, man. Oh, we're in England. Adam, how about you give me... Oh, I'll give you a US title shot, Ridge Holland. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to speak loud, mate, because that's the way he fucking speaks. I hate wrestling. Fucking shite.
Holland wants payback on Solo Sikoa. How much more fun is it when you're just watching old Raw?
No, right, no, the problem is, I have no problem, right, with someone getting a title shot in their hometown. I genuinely don't. But see, when they're getting no reaction, why the fuck does he warrant it?
Yeah. Well, he could say pretty deadly, got no reaction. It's just like...
but they're heels.
Yeah,
these guys, they're portraying the Brawling Brutes as these big, tough British, or, fuck it, we'll throw Sheamus in there, he's British.
I think people do like Butch, I just don't think they give a fuck about Matt Holland or Matt Ridge, whatever he's called. The Fridge, that's the one. It showed you a replay of last week or earlier in the night where...
Shawn Michaels and Triple H care about Butch.
Well, it showed you...
get their glow sticks and shove it up their asses.
Showed you Solo Sikoa hitting Ridge with the spike, and then Holland says he wants payback. Holland then asks Pearce if he's not worthy of a banger in his homeland. Pearce says no.
Like, he says bollocks and he thinks he's the fucking man.
Instead, though, Holland's going to get a match against Austin Theory tonight. Holland wants to know if he earns a title shot if he wins. Pearce says that he will be firmly in contention for the title if he wins. Don't worry though, guys, he doesn't win. He gets beat with a fucking dropkick. Now, Wade Barrett tried to claim it was right to the Adam's apple. That would take pinpoint accuracy from Austin Theory, which I don't think he has. Like, this finish did not look good. Ridge Holland got hung up on the rope. Theory jumps through the middle rope, spins, rolls through, hits the dropkick. 1, 2, 3. It looked weak.
Aye, that's one of my favourite sayings. It looked weak. Everything about this looked weak. No, see the Brawling Brute.
This drop kick wouldn't put away Pat Patterson.
And he's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
Fuck me, when?
He died about 2 years ago.
Jesus Christ, rest in peace, Pat.
Ah, well.
Rest in peace, Draws.
Body Shop. Nah, he did die. Did they?
I actually never knew Pat Patterson was dead.
I hate the Brawling Brutes.
So I thought you were going to say I hate Pat Patterson.
He created the Rumble, man. The Rumble's gave me some good moments.
Pat Patterson, for creating the Rumble alone, in my opinion, is a Hall of Famer.
No, see the Royal Rumble is fucking worldwide.
Yeah.
Like, see if people get into a brawl, they'll reference here, that's a Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
They don't go here, that's a casino battle royale, do they? Fuck off. Or a reverse battle royale.
The reverse battle I actually like the reverse battle royale.
Right, next.
But it was fucking retarded because you would see people at ringside looking for somebody to battle with because they didn't want to get in the ring because it wasn't they weren't one of the 8 men that was supposed to be in the match at part 2. It's like, what the fuck is
let's
that?
move on, because that's
why don't we rank every single reverse battle royal match?
I dead on.
What? I'm doing it in the morning. I'll be there. Anyway, yeah, so Reg Holland loses and he doesn't get his title shot, so that sucks for him. Austin Theory wins. This Austin Theory US title run is very bland. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like it's been that long compared to other title reigns, because the Triple H loves these long ass title reigns, but I think it has been like well over 200 days now.
Yeah.
And like you said, like there is no sense of titles going to change hands, because we've seen under Triple H, he just wants these massive fucking long title reigns. Gunther's a year, Bianca Belair was over a year. I mean, Roman Reigns is about 3 decades at this point. Austin Theory must be approaching 300 days. The Usos before that were 500 days. Braun Breaker was a shitload. Mandy Rose was a year. Mandy Rose was like a year and a half. Braun Breaker was like over a year. It's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I'm sure will last a long time, as we see.
That is the Marks, the Japan way of telling a story. Long title reigns because we've got nothing else.
Yeah, they seem to think that a long title reign is a story. It's not. It's just a guy fucking making title defences.
Exactly.
No one could deny that Attitude Era probably was the era in wrestling, right, where there was the most stories going, the most storylines. And belts changed all the fucking time. Exactly. And it didn't harm anybody's credibility. It was actually exciting. See, back in the Attitude Era, no matter who was the champion and no matter who they were defending against, you felt like they had a chance. See, most of the time in WWE now, the titles defences, you feel like there's no chance.
A face should be hunting down a heel champion, not the fucking not. I think that's where wrestling went downhill. I feel like actually like Cena holding the belt as a face was bad. I feel like you should always be cheering for the face against the heel. I'm not saying Austin never held, but look.
Well, hold on, but that logic then shouldn't we be praising Triple H, because most of the title gone for Roman Reigns.
No, but the problem is now you prefer heels over faces because it's goofy and pish. Well, back in the day, it was like, yeah, Austin anti-authority. The Rock going against Triple H.
Now look at the faces who we got to cheer for.
Yeah. But I feel like Cena ties into that. I feel like during Cena's reign, you just wanted anybody to win.
Yeah, but that's because back then we thought Cena was fucking ruining wrestling with these long title reigns and boring us. If we knew what we were going to get like 10, 15 years later, we would have been bowing down to fucking big match, John.
Come on, John. Right, see you next time that Fanta tips over, mate. I'm going to tip this review at the windy. So moving on next. What's happening up next?
Bloodline Civil War continues.
That was the main event segment, my friend. I wish we were there, but we're not there yet.
After the match, Theory poses over Holland as the title goes to the replay. Theory attacks Holland, but Sheamus runs down to make the save. Sheamus goes for a bro kick, I'm pretty sure that's Riddle's move anyway. Theory dodges it and retreats, and he tens on Holland. You alright now? Kind of fantasy's been fucking moved.
No, the thing is, you're the one that took it bad, no me. Like there you go.
Back from the break, we get a promo from your favourite wrestler, Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
Not gonna lie, guys, when he was on screen here, I wished for his death in a car crash. Do I take it back?
I take it back for the sake of this monetisation.
I take it back, Karrion. I'm sorry, son. Yes. I'll jump in front of the car.
Kross.
Fucking shy, I don't take it back.
Kross says AJ Styles is one of the most decorated superstars of all time, but he was gasping for air the last time they were in the ring, and that felt phenomenal. Kross says that this is a game of chess, and the last time he beat AJ with just 3 moves. Kross says it will be checkmate next week. TikTok.
Right, you have to admit this is awful.
Now, I just don't understand why he's saying that he beat him with 3 moves, because
that's the biggest problem here.
Well, no, but let's address this. The match was on about 10 minutes, and then he did 3 moves in a row to beat him. Now, you could argue that you had to do 3 finishers to fucking beat AJ, which makes you look shit. See, Austin, did Austin have to do 3 big moves in a row to beat somebody? Or was it Stone Cold Stunner, good night, 1, 2, 3?
Stone Cold Stunner, 1, 2, 3.
And, if you hit 3 consecutive moves at the end of the match, you're not beating somebody in 3 moves. What about all the fucking countless moves he did before that? Guy's an absolute tool. But no, I see Karrion Kross, it's the same promo, it's the same fucking feud, it's the same bloody thing. It's him with Scarlett looking at the cards, and then he's like, tick tock after someone wins a match. Then you're like, oh well, there's his next feud. And every feud's been shit. Honest to God, like, where did it take Drew McIntyre? Drew McIntyre packed his bags. The feud was so fucking bad. Then he feuded with Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio lost his son because of this shit. So, I mean, that didn't work out for Rey. After that, I believe he feuded with... Who else did he feud with?
Your favourite feud with Bray Wyatt?
No, he didn't feud with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt turned up, then fucked off. Who did he feud with after that? Think.
I couldn't give a shit. I don't care.
Who
feuded with my fucking sense of 11, man?
I can't care. Who did he feud with?
I don't know.
He lost. Name me main eventers on SmackDown. Maybe they were moved to Raw.
Sheamus?
No.
He was against Sheamus.
Anyway, every feud sucked. That's the point I was trying to make.
No, who else was he against, think?
I can only think of Ray and Drew, but I'm sure there was other people. TikTok.
No, but you're right, it's the same fucking shit.
Nakamura, that was fucking pish. The Nakamura feud just ended abruptly on SmackDown. Oh, Shinsuke. And then he beats him on the SmackDown before pay-per-view, and that's it. Nakamura fucks off to Raw. It's like,
no, let's move on. Let's not even give us another second.
I know, but it was garbage, man. What is any feud done for Cross? And what is Cross done for...
See when Vince McMahon put this guy in a gimp mask and all you fucking marks complained about it? That was better than this.
I know, like, arguably, like...
Mini feud with Jeff Hardy.
It wasn't any worse. It wasn't fucking any worse.
No,
like.
but I fucking hate marks.
I know, I don't get...
No, they pretend that Vince holds their careers back. If you're fucking anything, you'll make it.
Yeah, exactly. You'll overcome all these shite gimmicks. See if you've got the talent. Look at Rocky Maifia. No one thought that was going anywhere.
Look at Drew McIntyre. He came back. Lashley, they've come back and did their time. See if Karrion Kross got released. Triple H brought him back, and it's...
Look at John Cena. Good start, then the prototype. About to get released, and then he changed it around and became the face of the WWE for a decade.
Austin, Triple H, all these people have went through hard times.
Oh, Austin came in as a ringmaster. People thought, well, this is going fucking nowhere.
Even Hogan, right? He was going real. He was stale.
Changed it up. NWO.
5-year-old bread.
See, like 94, 98, 95. People must have thought Hulk Hogan's career was done.
Yeah.
Wrestling's changing. All these young guys are coming through. It's like moving in a new direction. Hogan's like stuck in the 80s.
I actually can't think of a wrestler that didn't.
And then boom, Hogan rejuvenated. NWO. Adds another 5 years onto his career.
He got clinically depressed, and Triple H went, here mate, we're going to rule Raw for 4 years.
I draw a line in the sand. Anyway, I wish I could draw a line in the sand and end this review, but we need to move on. So yeah, Karrion Kross absolutely sucks, and it's a shame because I think Scarlett could be one of the better women on the roster, but she just has to sit backstage and look at fucking cards. So I mean,
skills.
Whatever. We then go to Bayley and Shotzi. Bayley's title opportunity at Money in the Bank is on the line, or not, or briefcase opportunity. So
Bayley wins.
If Shotzi wins, she gets the briefcase.
Well,
but
she didn't.
She doesn't. Now, Io Sky booked this match, or at least she put the stipulation in.
I mean, just listen to what you said there. Io booked a match. Can't even speak English, but she booked a match.
Where are they fucking going with this? This whole damage control thing's drawn out. Why didn't they just end it when they had the fucking chance at that pay-per-view where Bayley screwed Io Sky? Why didn't they just have Io Sky win and then face Bayley? Or just have fucking Io Sky that night go, I've had enough? But they didn't do that. They didn't pull the trigger on it. And now Dakota Kai's out for a year, torn ACL. May as well just retire, let's be honest. She's 36 years old and nobody knows who she fucking is. If you're 36 and you're like Becky Lynch, fair enough. At least you've got some sort of name value.
You could bring somebody in, call Dakota Kai, and I wouldn't know. See,
at 36, what's the point of keeping Dakota Kai around? If you haven't made it at 36, especially as a female, then like, what is the point?
No point.
There is no point, so she may as well be going.
Wants to keep it one big happy family. I miss the spring cleanings McMahon used to do. Just release about 200 of them at once. That
was great. Well, see, you think about it, see back in the day, like, how many people actually got released where you thought, I can't believe they've released him? I would say, at worst, there was talented people that got released, but their career was going nowhere.
Yep.
I can't think of one person that ever got released, and I was like, why are they being released? It was either, here, you've got talent, but at the moment you're stuck, and you suck, and probably being released is the best thing for you, or they were like so drugged up, like I don't know, like a Jeff Hardy or something, where it was like they're putting them out their misery, or I don't want that liability on my show anymore. But I mean, they were good because it just got rid of all the trash. See, now it's like Fucking, like, Tony Khan, I'll never fire anybody, I'll never release anybody. And that's why you've got an over-bloated roster full of fucking guys that 99% suck.
Exactly.
And you need all these shows, Rampage, Dark, Evolution, all this shit, because you've got the massive fucking...
Elevation.
Oh, that's what I said, no?
That's alright, yeah.
Elevation.
Elevator.
And now you've got Collision as well. Aye, I liked him. What's his name?
Buzz.
No.
Zerg.
No.
Who?
Rex.
Aye.
He was the one that said it.
I know.
So Bailey and Sky.
UFC record and Punk.
Oh, aye. Does he?
Right.
I couldn't have a worse one, could he? Like, I don't think he's ever lost. Shotzi's a fucking horrible wrestler, right? I don't really care about people's wrestling ability because that's not what gets wrestlers over, but I don't know, I just do not like watching Shotzi in the ring. Everything, she just looks like the most unathletic person I've ever seen.
Yep.
Kind of reminds...
No, that was more evident in the backstage bit.
Reminds me of like an emo, green-haired Ashley Massaro. Rest in peace, Ashley Massaro, by the way, but she wasn't very good in the ring either. Yeah, so Bailey wins after EO with the distraction, and he shits a rose plant, and she maintains her spot. After the match, they're celebrating backstage. Shotzi runs back and says, "I can't believe you did that." She's done her best Braun Strowman impersonation. "I'm not finished with you!" And slapped Bailey. And then she looked at Io Sky and they had this like awkward stare. Then they started fighting. Bailey attacked her and they did a double suplex on a table. And
this was some of the fakest things I've ever seen. They're like grabbing her on the table. And I don't even know if they were throwing punches or what they were doing. And then they cut a bit of her hair off. And it's like, this only works to women if you cut half it off. Or
giving them the Molly Holly treatment.
Or a bulge. Yeah. This doesn't work, right? This does not work.
I mean, this is easily covered. So
this is not like shaving one of the Rock's eyebrows off. Right? This is...
Or cutting off Thingy's ponytail.
Yeah, it's just... No.
No, but... See in 20 years' time, are we ever going to fucking listen to a podcast and it's going to be like the plane ride for hell back for, I don't know, London? Oh, see that time we came back for Money in the Bank 2023? We had all these characters on the plane. Like, no, you ain't going to get that. Because Brock Lesnar won't be on a plane with these fucking nerds. He's going to be on his own private jet. Like, what stories could they tell? See in 20 years' time, if anybody's actually willing to pay Finn Balor to be on a podcast.
Unless the plane gets hijacked and hits the remains in Tar in fucking Manhattan, then I don't see what story they've got to tell.
Well, no one would be telling that, what's Finn Balor going to... What kind of shit interviews is Balor going to do in 20 years? See that time I fought Ciampa? We had a really good match, and I hit the German suplex, but Ciampa, he kicked out and rolled through into a Boston leg crab, and I was going to tap, but I managed to roll out, and then I hit the double stomp off the top rope, and I turned into the Demon Balor, and then I hit him with a super kick, and Dave Meltzer gave us 7 stars. I mean, that's about as good a story as he can tell.
He'd be like, I was trying to check in for my flight, and then I told them the line starts behind me.
You're trying to pass me for first class, mate? No, the line starts behind me. So aye, that's what happens there. Finn Balor, the line starts behind him. So get in line, guys.
It's Money in the Bank segment next time.
Get in line. It's actually the Grayson Waller effect. Grayson Waller. People have been saying the Grayson Waller effects have been absolutely shit since they moved to SmackDown.
I agree.
I've only ever really seen this one. I haven't really been watching much SmackDown lately. So
he's very watered down.
Because on NXT, I felt like he was really charismatic and.
I could see where people would come from and say this is Vince, because I feel like Vince would water it down a wee bit for some reason.
But I feel like in the NXT people do get more creative freedom. That's why I actually enjoy it. Just NXT comes across as more natural.
That might not even be a Vince thing. I could just be here. NXT's pitch, the ratings are about 1/10 of what we do on SmackDown, so
it's probably like SmackDown and Raw is more overproduced.
Yeah.
Whereas in NXT they're giving them a bit more freedom.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense because you'd think the inexperienced guys would get produced more.
Here comes Logan Paul,
and that they would give like the more experienced people more freedom. But nah, whatever. We don't make the rules. Logan Paul comes out and basically says, "I can't wait to put that championship around my belt." And it's like, what? Yeah, fucking till championship is a belt.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Botch, but at least you could argue maybe he means here my belt. Well,
yeah, you could argue that, but no one says that. You're gonna put a chat. Nah, so we're around my waist, not my belt. Or belt line even. Not belt.
Belt line.
That fat is oozing over your belt line. You're a fat redneck.
Here comes LA Knight.
LA Knight comes out. You look depressed, you alright?
No, I'm fucking... No, I am depressed. No, is LA Knight against Dominic Mysterio not like the perfect feud?
Aye. Guys,
no, I'm not joking.
Leave a like, because one of us is on the verge of...
I'm fucking wrecked to see Tom with this.
Roping it, like. Yeah, so LA Knight comes out, gets a big pop for the crowd. Let me tell you something.
That lawnmower comes out.
Yeah, it gets nothing.
No, right. Eddie Guerrero. And the crowd go ballistic.
Viva la raza! It could be Eddie. It's not Eddie, but at least we're going to get Ray. Fuck, we don't even get Ray.
It's Angel Garza.
Could it be Angel Garza?
Who is it?
Santo Escobar.
I am.
I thought Angel Garza's the guys that do the kiss cam. They're not even in LW.
Ah, well.
What the fuck? Who thought that was Angel Garza?
Well, the Mexicals then.
They haven't been in the company in about fucking 15 years. What are you doing?
Come on.
Jesus Christ. It was Santos Escobar. You used to like this guy in NXT.
Let's talking more and more.
Remember he was sitting in the suits?
Him
and Tony D smoking the cigars. And like Tony Facetti's. What's that guy from Vice City called?
Aye. Tony Facchetti, aye.
Oh no, the big
Tony Facchetti.
No,
Diaz.
Diaz's fucking big yacht.
Aye.
Anyway, no yachts
here. Feels a far cry away for that now.
He comes out, says that both LWO members are going to win, and then Butch came out running out like an absolute spastic. And of course, Butch didn't do any talking because he can't.
Butch is not here to talk. He's here to hit loud looking pal.
Yeah, he can't do anything. Well, we get a brawl, and then we get a triple threat match. So we get the match that we didn't get last week, and people were bitching about. We got it this week, and it absolutely sucked. Butch wins. Butch beats Santos Escobar. The guy that is least likely to win the Money in the Bank match wins this match. Like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. It's almost
like they're saying here, 50-50 booking. This guy's got no chance of winning, so let's let him win the match beforehand.
Exactly.
That's another reason why he can't get stars.
And see whoever gets pinned in this match, they're not winning. It's just LA Knight does not lose, doesn't win, he's winning the match.
Road Dogg saying 50-50 booking's alright and wins and losses don't matter. Of course it does.
These are in fucking territories.
I want to see somebody that got over losing more matches than they won. Fucking nobody.
Exactly.
And Brooklyn Brawler got over for being a fucking jobber because he lost all his matches. See, Brooklyn Brawler had a record that was about 50-50. Would he be the Brooklyn Brawler?
No.
No, he would just be some fucking guy.
The mid brawler. The mid-card brawler.
But see, like, being 50-50 is bullshit. Hogan, Austin, Rock, Cena, Reigns. They always talk about how Reigns is super fucking over. No, they always talk about how he hasn't lost and he hasn't been pinned in 3 years. Oh, the Taker, the streak's legendary. What was the streak? The streak was an unbeaten run for Taker where he went 21-0 at WrestleMania. What happened in those 21 fucking years? He didn't lose. Oh, but 50-50 booking, it's okay. Wins and losses. Fuck yourself, Road Dogg, you're overrated. Oh, people say Road Dogg's the best mic worker ever. Fucking bum-licking asshole. You know what I mean? He goes to TNA, creates some shite tag team, FKM, where I dig it,
it's
McMahon.
FTR did. I know they did it first, but...
Crap name. Anyway,
fuck him. He came out and said the same pish every week for 5 years.
Exactly. I always thought Road Dogg was the worst member of DX, like.
Yep.
And I'm not afraid to admit it.
He couldn't work.
Even though
he couldn't work.
Even though I did have a Road Dogg t-shirt growing up, but that's long gone. I also had a Road Dogg action figure.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, you didn't know. Then we got after that. But did I say Butch won? Butch won. Then we got Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Now I was wondering why they put this on a show that, right, it wasn't really taped, but it was in London, it wasn't in America, and like they're putting it on before the pay-per-view. Like they waited 3 weeks to book this match and then put it on before a pay-per-view, and I guess this is why, because the match doesn't even finish. Bianca Belair gets involved, double DQ. Thoughts on that? Well, actually, Asuka won because she attacked Asuka.
Yeah, well, it's setting up a triple threat for SummerSlam, isn't it?
I'd be fucking shocked if Asuka comes out of this with the belt.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely shocked.
It's going to be Charlotte.
It's Charlotte, and then Asuka's going to disappear, go back to Grandma in the kitchen on her YouTube channel, and then it's going to be Charlotte versus Bianca Belair.
Belair will win, then Charlotte will disappear till the Rumble or Survivor Series.
Woo! Yeah, so people were saying, I didn't really pay attention, but people were saying that Charlotte was sandbagging and shit. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Which one suggest she won't win?
Well, she wasn't winning this match, so...
No, it gets me, right? Who the fuck does Charlotte Flair think she is the sandbag? She's pish. WWE does not need her.
Yeah.
Who do they need?
And then on the way to the ring, you got Michael Cole over the top, shouting, acting, saying that she's a megastar. Outside of wrestling, no one knows who Charlotte Flair is.
See if you need to say someone's a megastar.
They're not.
Exactly. Now, I'm not saying JR never said he's the biggest actor in Hollywood, talking about The Rock.
Yeah, but that's true. That's actually factual.
Yeah, exactly.
if he says that, it's factual. Michael Cole saying she's a megastar is not factual. It's fucking false. It's lies.
See the height of Austin, JR wasn't saying he's the biggest megastar ever, man.
I know. He's the Texas rattlesnake. He's the toughest SOB in the WWE. He didn't have to fucking say Austin's pops told you he was a megastar.
Exactly.
The money Austin was making, the shirts he was selling, that was proof. He didn't need to feed you this false information. There is no megastars in WWE. Last one.
Charlotte Flair's got no character apart from a plastic face Botox bastard.
And I steal my dad's moves, robe, and entrance. That's it.
That's it, guys.
And those.
That's it for the show.
I mean, the last megastar was John Cena, and he's in movies now. So, that tells you what you need to know. Then we got the Bloodline segment at the end. Just the Bloodline's just. I think it's overdone. It's just been dragged out way too fucking long.
Yep, I agree.
I don't care for it anymore.
It's the same stuff every week.
Man. Yeah, I really do not care about this Bloodline crap anymore. So, Jay, Jimmy, they get in a brawl.
What's the next?
They're fighting.
Is the next protocol Solo Sikoa turns on Roman and then he goes by himself or something?
That'll be it. I think Roman and Solo will win, and then we'll begin to see like seeds of doubt or whatever that maybe Solo's better than Roman, and then they'll have Solo versus Roman. Although I just don't see Solo winning.
But what the problem is, I just don't look at the Usos and feel like this has propelled them the main event status. I feel like they felt bigger like 3 years ago when he was actually feuding me in a one-on-one match.
I don't think wrestling is tag. I don't think tag team is main event shit though.
No, but
but see if you're a tag team, I think you need to accept that you're never going to be a main event.
Right. But see if Solo Sikoa is taking on any of the Usos in a one-on-one match, the Usos are not beating him. I actually feel like Solo Sikoa is one of the few people in like the last decade they've actually fucking booked properly from NXT. He actually feels like this guy feels like if he got pinned, I'd be like, whoa.
So what you're saying is 50-50 booking doesn't work? So how many times has Solo Sikoa lost?
Just like 50-50 bread. It's all about the fucking.
How many? I think Solo Sikoa's maybe lost twice,
and none of them clean.
None of them clean. So. There you go. I think he lost to Cody Rhodes. I don't know if it was clean or not. Maybe a little bit questionable.
That's different though, I can accept that.
But that was in the build-up to the main event match. That was the first time he lost, I think.
How many times have the Usos ate pins in recent months?
All the time.
Exactly.
All the fucking time. And that's why they don't feel main event worthy. They don't feel big. Whereas Solo Sikoa, a guy that protected, does feel big. Anyway, guys, this show felt like a big waste of fucking time.
And he doesn't get helped like
Reigns?
The Chief?
No, he actually wins on his own. But, you know, what do we know? Road Dogg's the man. Apparently, 50-50 booking is great. That's all you need to know, guys. SmackDown's over. It wasn't a good show. Money in the Bank tomorrow. Not looking forward to that either. Way too much wrestling. Also got AEW Collision tomorrow as well. So
I won't be there.
Just way too much fucking wrestling for my liking at the moment. I just wished back in the day when wrestling was good, we were getting like almost a show every night. But now it's horrible and we're getting multiple shows every night. It's like, it's not fair. It's really not fair. I'm going to give this show... I mean, the main event was... I'll give it a...
I'm giving it a 1.
I'll give it a 2.
1.5.
1.5 out of 10, guys. Still beats The Walking Dead, Dead City. So there you go. That's it. 1.5 out of 10. Money in the Bank tomorrow. I think it's fair to say we're not reviewing Rampage anymore.
Look at that. Draws was killing deers even in a wheelchair.
That's pretty sick. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.